Hello, welcome back to Roy's the Boy. Now, behind me there you can see a mower on the deck, and that is a Honda Izzy 21-inch cut. I got it from someone. They've had it in their shed for a couple of years and not even used it. They got it out the other day because he's got 3 that he needs repairing, and he said it started and then it died. And then after a few times after that, he said it just wouldn't start whatsoever. So let's go and have a look and see if we can get it running for him. So what I'm going to start with first, let's just have a quick look at this inside here. Oh, look at that, someone's been doing my tricks. That looks like a homemade air filter. And what's that on there? What is that? Now what is that in there? Is that bugs that have been laying eggs or something? You see them? Let's have a look inside, shall we? Let's get one out. Don't know what that is. That's strange, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, right. We'll put that back on there for now, just so I know where it is. Now I've already cleaned this outside because when I got it, it was absolutely black with dirt and rubbish and leaves and that everywhere. So I gave it a little bit of a jet wash outside, and it's brought it up a lot better than what it was anyway. I did try it outside and it wouldn't start whatsoever. So it could be a fuel problem, or it could be electrical. I don't think it's going to be electrical, because he said it started and then he couldn't start it after that. So, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take this off and we'll have a look at the plug and we'll see if we've got a spark. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that onto there, put that on the spark plug, and then we'll see. See if I can get this round here a bit. Right, I've clamped up the dead man's handle. The fuel's off, so I'm hoping it ain't gonna start now whilst it's up here. So what is, I've got a drill here on the flywheel, which I'm going to turn it with that. Let's see if we've got a spark inside there. Right, let's tighten this drill thing up, it's got stuck. So there's no spark there. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that off of there. I'm going to clamp that onto the engine, and then we see if there's a spark coming from the coil, just to test that. Yeah, there's a good spark there. Okay. We just try that once more on that. On there. Right, there is, I saw a spark, you can see it. It's very faint, but there is a spark. Now the other way you can test if there's a spark is literally you take it out from here, hold it against an engine, the spark plug out I should say, and we'll try that again just to show you how to do it. Right, we're looking at that plug. It don't look too bad. So let's stick it in here. In there, and we'll hold that against the let's turn this around a little bit so. There we are. And then we'll try that again. We'll see if we've got a spark. Well, there's a great spark there. Let's try that again, just to make sure that you can see it from an angle there. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that spark. Right, so let's take this filter cover off. These long bolts actually hold the whole carb system in. What I'm going to have to do is clean the engine up as well. So let's just take this filter cover off. It is a bit dirty on the outside, so take the fuel off. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp it. Right, let's clamp that there. Take this off. There's not even a clip on this. Right, so let's put that on the floor. Before I take the carb off, just going to show you around the engine, show you how dirty it is. So I will give that a clean up because it is part of the service. You don't really have to, but I do, because it makes these customers come back. Right, so we'll take this, give that a clean. Get this carb off. Now then. Try to do these both at the same time. There's one. It's quite awkward, this one. That's it. Got to bend the other one. I need to bend that back very, very carefully. And the reason why this isn't coming off is because it's got the fuel cover on it. I'll tell you what, I think someone might have been in here before, whoever's done it, because that clip is not on the actual joint there properly. So just make sure there's nothing else coming out of that. No. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip that down. It is very, very dirty. The gaskets don't look too good. They look perished. I don't have any, so I might have to try and make some. Even the one that's on behind here, that one ain't too bad. Yeah, I might have to make a gasket for this one. Did forget to say, I'm going to clean this bit off first, and I'm going to stick the whole thing in the ultrasonic cleaner as well. But we'll take this off in a minute and we'll have a look underneath. Right, let's have a look inside this carburetor. What I'll do first though, see if I can get this off. No, I'm going to leave that until after. Let it soak in the... no, I won't let it soak. There's a lot of fuel coming out of that. The fuel looks clean. Or is it? Hang on, it is that. No, you can see the actual discolouring that's coming out of there already, look. So really I might have to drain the tank out altogether. We'll put some fresh fuel in it. Well, that looks pretty dirty inside there. Let's tip that out. There are some bits inside it, I have to admit. Yeah, there is loads of bits inside there. Let's take this float out. Get the screwdriver, and we'll take this jet out as well. And if I can, I'll try and take this gasket out. Right, this made this screwdriver myself to fit inside there. It still could have been a little bit wider. Well, that came out undone very nicely as it happens. Has it got stuck now? Let's have a look. Right, that's come out, and let's see if we can get the there we are. I've got the rubbish inside that. Is it? Sorry, there you are. There's the rubbish. Look at the rubbish inside that. That is absolutely clogged. So I'll give those a little poke out as well with the little needles and carb cleaner, and we'll stick this into the ultrasonic cleaner for 20 minutes. I mean, it does look like it does need cleaning just around here as well, as it happens. Yeah, so yeah, let's go and do that, and then I'll come back. I'm just gonna just show you this quickly. I've tried getting these pin needles, which I have, and that is not going in there at all. That should go through there. There we are. Just got it, and it's got stuck in it now. That means it's clogged inside there. So really, I need to get that out a little bit first. Even on there, look, you can see it. Where is it? That one there, that jet there. Just knocked the camera, sorry. Yeah, that one there is clogged. Well, we're going to see how good the ultrasonic cleaner is. I'm going to stick that in. I ain't going to try and push those out, and we'll see what happens. Right, so whilst that carburetor's in the ultrasonic cleaner, what I've done, I've just pushed this onto the one of the other gaskets, because the other one broke off, and squeezed just a little bit of oil in from the other side, and it's gone through, and it's gave me the shape of this template I can make out. And I mean, that's the state of that one. So I don't have any, so it's easier to make them. Yeah, I'll just showing these two gaskets I made. That one fits onto that one. If you just see that one, there you are, just fits onto there. Goes on the other side. So there we do. Right, the holes on this were absolutely that bad. The ultrasonic cleaner didn't really get away all the dried stuff, and I had to use carburetor cleaner, and literally I've virtually had to drill that pin all the way through on all these little small ones here. We'll go from the other end just to make sure that they're clear. So that's been sitting in the shed for 2 years, and that's what that the fuel in there has done to that carburetor. Well, you can see on this one as well, the bottom of that bowl, it did have a lot. It's got a lot of pitting on it, so that probably will rust again. I don't have another carburetor to give it. He doesn't want a new carb. It is an old mower. He just wants it working again. Well, let's put this thing back together. Let's make sure that it's gone through there. It up. That's it. Make sure it's nice and tight. Where's that? That didn't work the first time, did it? Right. Okay, that's good. Tighten this, don't over tighten it because you're going into aluminium. That's it. Right, we'll start putting this on. The easier. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this long spring on first. I think that's going to make it a lot easier to put on, because when I took it off, you noticed that I bent it outwards, so I've managed to pull it round. Then we put this one on and this one on at the same time and twist them both, and that's them two on. Right, this is the closest I can get to you on this one. Alright, I've got to try and put this in there as carefully as I can. I'm going to put this gasket in here. Try and line those holes up as much as I can. Just try and get one in first. Okay. Line the gasket up. Don't know why it's got so many gaskets on it. Very, very awkward. Would have it in the correct hole, wouldn't it? Okay. Bring those forward as much as I can. You probably can't see a lot of this, but right, so I've got those bolts in, and now I've got to try and get this lot in as well. Okay, so that, oops, that's come off straight away. It's not an easy mower to work on. Let's try pushing that in a bit more. Very, very difficult. I think. Right, okay, now we've got to get this bit on. Get those bolts in a bit more, and then get this back plate on. Okay, push that in. Right, let's get the driver bit. Should have been a bit more prepared. Right, before I do that up any further, let's just make sure everything's in and nothing's getting stuck, which is fine. And then we get this bolt in as well. One thing I have forgotten, I can see it already, I forgot to put the breather pipe on. Okay, that's that. Let's get this bolt in there. Right, once again, let's just check the levers all going. Make sure the choke works. That's closed. And that's open. Right, okay, that'll do that. what I'll do is I'll get this and I'll get the fuel tank. I've got to clean the fuel off, drain that fuel out of that tank, and then I'll put this one, and when I've put it on I'll come back. And here we have a brand new air filter. I have got these from China, as Mixed Mower says, Wuhan. Brand new. I think I paid, I think it was £9 for 5. So I think that's how much it was, I can't remember. Might have been less. Because they're Honda type ones, they're a bit more expensive. Right, let's take it outside and have a go. Well, there you have it on that 21-inch Honda Izzy. It's all working really well. I left it outside for a little bit, let it run, and I've given it a full service. So yeah, it's running really good. So let's see what the fella brings on the next one, because he's got 3 for me to do. So that's all there is on from this Honda Izzy. And until next time, cheerio.